Hi, Grade 4, and welcome to Science. Great job sharing your questions and your wonderings in your scientific drawing last week of a tornado, a dust storm, or a hurricane. This week, we will continue to study natural disasters. Today, we will think like scientists using cause and effect. Our lesson goals are: I can think like a scientist by identifying the cause and the effect in an event. I can understand what cause and effect is and talk about why it's important. We're talking about cause and effect text structures in reading, so I think we all have a decent idea of what cause and effect is. Scientists work to understand life on Earth and make it better for people to live. So, for example, scientists ask questions like, what causes people to get sick from the coronavirus? For scientists to understand this, they need to understand what causes people to get sick and what the effects of getting sick are. Some other examples. So, for scientists to be able to make the world a better place for us to live, they have to ask lots of questions. For example, how can we grow healthy vegetables? To understand how to grow healthy vegetables, we need to understand what is it that vegetables need to grow healthy? What causes them to grow healthy, and what are the effects of these things like water and sunlight? Here's another example. How can we keep people safe during a tornado? For scientists to be able to answer this question, we need to know, and they need to know, what causes a tornado, and then what are the effects of a tornado? One of our goals in today's lesson is I can understand what cause and effect is and talk about why it is important. We've just done a little bit of that. Cause and effect is an important concept because it helps us and scientists understand and explain why things happen, what happens, and the reason that something is happening. So, cause and effect is such an important way of thinking because it helps us as scientists understand why something is happening and what happens. When we understand these things, we can make the world a better place. But how do we find what a cause is and what the effects are in any event? Let's take a look. To identify a cause, you need to know that the cause happens first, and it tells us why something happened. To identify the effect of an event, you need to know that the effect happens after the cause, and it tells us what happened. Cause and effect can be seen in all of our daily lives. Let's take a look at an example. It rained. Carolina got wet. It rained is the cause. It happened first, and it tells us why something happened. Carolina got wet. This is the effect. It happened after the cause, and it tells us what happened. In today's video lesson, we've talked about what cause and effect is, and we've talked about why it is important. Today, in your independent work, you will be practicing identifying a cause and an effect in an event using some games. You have 4 games to choose from. You should choose 2 different games to play today. And you should spend at least 15 minutes playing the games. So maybe 7 minutes and then 8 minutes on another game. Tomorrow you will choose 2 different games to spend time with. Let's click concentration. Concentration is a fun game because we're practicing identifying a cause and an effect, and it's like a matching game. You'll click on one card. The water pipe broke. He skinned his knee. Keep going. The cake burned. This one's tough. You have to remember where each card is and identify the cause and effect. For the matching game, you can read all the cause and effect and connect them. For example, the dog jumped out of the soapy bath. I wonder if that's a cause or effect. Let's see. Suds splashed all over the porch. The dog jumped out of the soapy bath. So bubbles were all over the porch. That's correct. I'll keep matching cause and effect. Time to climb is a fun game too. Enter your name and join the lesson. Read about the activity. Then you get to choose your character. I'll be the penguin, and start your game. What happens first? You'll answer the questions, and as you answer, your little character will race to the top. Jeopardy is a quiz game as well. For this game, you'll just click the X next to player 2 and you'll play alone. Or you can ask a friend if they would like to play with you, and then you can play 2 players. All right, grade 4, we hope that you enjoy identifying or practicing identifying cause and effect with these fun games. Choose 2 today and then 2 different ones tomorrow.